Norman was such spelling, I'm laughing. In the last broadcast, I mentioned humans from Africa. I get along real well with humans from Africa. I do. A man came out of the restaurant the other day, and he was from Africa. I said, hey, are you from Africa? And he looked at me at first. I said, yes. I said, welcome. Before I was done, he was smiling and waving. I was saying thank you. He was saying thank you. Oh, brother. I got the color. And humans from Africa are welcome. Everywhere. Do you think Africans would have been enslaved if they weren't welcome? If you were going to go enslave somebody, would you enslave somebody that isn't welcome? Would ya? Egypt didn't either. Egypt had some pretty good slave industry. What a bet! That had class more than the living do now in any industry. Do you want to bet? Everything here, right now living, is stooped way below the class of slave in Egypt. And they drew from a class to encounter that class of slave. Do you want to bet? Well, you keep that well in mind. Though I've been through slavery in my genetics so many times, long before I was ever a Jew. In fact, if anybody was really not appreciated in slavery like I was before I was a Jew, it's me as a Jew. And I've been drug off into slavery, but that's minor compared to my slave history. I've been bred to adornment in slavery, long before your flags and borders. You're an idiot. That's how I'm a migration caller. I was bred to that adornment. Found an orphan, bred to the adornment. Would you call that a slave? Well, the society that threw me into the forest and the migrators found me had me more a slave. And like then, they'd throw their retarded away. Let them eat them. Which they wouldn't in those days. You know, the predator didn't eat. You were thrown away by the society in the forest. The predators wouldn't eat you. I don't know what, rain, I guess. There wasn't any rain. I'm not sure what the hell they did. Dumb. And that's worse now. And it does make sense to take the genetic deformed and slaughter them at birth. Yeah, when you put the pressure here, the genetic and supreme don't make it here. So you tell me it's wrong to get rid of the genetic inferior, and I'll tell you it's not wrong as a genetic inferior. What I've been through as a genetic inferior, man, for not getting rid of me at birth, you're going to have a problem, Mom. And I told her that. You know what I've been through? And you're knocking my dad, and you could have stopped at one experience with my father, and you insult him, and all you had to do was say no to him, and you hated him. You know you should have said no. How about me? I'm an expression that somebody should have said no. Female, and didn't. Here I am. They didn't have the guts to get rid of me, and now you're stuck with me. How do you like me? You like me? Oh yeah, nobody ever worked for it, Ed, that's for sure. Saw me so weak they want me around. Nobody ever worked for her. One bet. And those in the middle, which would make sure that didn't happen, didn't at all. They joined ranks with him because they didn't want to lose faith, as I told Jerry Bruce. Oh yeah, he's an idiot. Give him his show up anyway, because he's such a moron. You can't represent you can't represent me saying that about me to get my pay. Give me his pay because he's a moron. What? That's not union representation. No, it ain't. You see me that way, you can't represent me, and you know it. Or did he have a hemorrhage? And he knew exactly what I was talking about and does today. Anybody seeing you a moron can't represent you. They ought to get the hell out. Can you represent somebody you see as a moron? Can you? You can't. I don't represent humans, seeing them as morons. I represent humans to their maker and say, I'm going to beat your rear end. These ain't morons, punk, and you ain't calling them that. Got it? And the Lord said, thank you. I've been waiting for you to say that to me. It worked. I go, what? It worked?